It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
And off we go from Denver. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. To throw is Dobbs.
He'll get this complete to the rookie from Michigan State.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Dobbs.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 2.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. Wilson's got it complete. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
They'll run with Hall.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down. Now Dobbs. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
To throw, here's Nix.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 3rd and 19. Nix to the air.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
Here's Ty Zentner now.
He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Throwing here, Dobbs.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Here now a third down and 8.
Back to throw, Dobbs. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Throwing, Nix.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
Got a man open. It's Sutton. It'll be a gain of 5. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Now it's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
To throw is Nix.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Here's Nix. That's taken in by Franklin.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. But plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So he needed a little assist from his friend, the right upright, but 3 points all the same.
Yeah, he's a right-footed kicker. Normally, you don't mess with the right upright as a right-footed kicker, right? You're trying to bring it back right to left. But in this case, he got the assist. Right was right.
Dobbs.
This pass out wide to Hall.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
From the 35, here's 2nd and a couple.
On play action, it's Dobbs. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 50 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
Here's Dobbs to throw. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall.
They're able to get a across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
Ball again.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Jets are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And coming out now, the Broncos.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. First carry of the game for Zamir White.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And this is a guy who's going to get some carries going forward. Picked up as a free agent just this past week.
How about fresh legs, right? We always talk about bringing a guy in, provides that spark, and maybe a little bit of extra energy.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Nix.
Now this completes a Polk.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On now is Ty Zentner to punt.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's Dobbs to throw. And he'll find Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Dobbs is throwing.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Back to throw. Dobbs.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Now a 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake. Dobbs. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Off play action. Dobbs. And a completion to Wilson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter, get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
To throw is Dobbs. Going right back to Wilson. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand,
Offside.
partner.
Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Now Carlson for the extra point.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
So the Broncos coming out now. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Tackle on that play by Quinnen Williams. Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Nix.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Nix from the shotgun. That's into the hands of McLaughlin.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down. Nix.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Nix. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And New York set to take the field.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now Dobbs. He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down at a yard.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down has been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
On third down, here's Hall.
They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt them.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
Out is their quarterback for this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
To throw, here's Nix.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Fielded at about the 28. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5.
And the Jets will take over. The Jets offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. And check down, complete to Hall.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Now Dobbs. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Under pressure, they got him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Throw left side complete. That's White. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
Nix to the air.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Off the play fake, here's Nix.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Isaiah Crowell, a touchdown run in the victory. From there,
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Throwing Nix. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick, but instead it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, it's Nix. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force the incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Throwing here, Dobbs. Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Back to throw, Dobbs.
That is caught.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Off the play fake. Dobbs. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Off play action. Dobbs.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Slot man moves right.
Here's Nix.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
To throw is Nix.
And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Breaks a tackle. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And New York set to take the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Dobbs. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.
Operating from the gun. Dobbs. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I do think that sometimes on third and long, many defenders just get caught watching the sticks instead of watching the ball. And the guy who's got it, because here, they just got the ball into the receiver's hands and told him to do it yourself, a little bit of a desperation play. And he was able to take the short throw and turn it into a big game and a conversion on third down. That's a big pickup.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down. On play action, it's Dobbs. Steps away. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Here's Dobbs to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
43 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
On the counter, it's Hall.
Sheds off the tackle. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun. Dobbs. And he's got it.
And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll try to run with Hall.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Jets are able to extend their lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
A 10-play drive that time.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. This a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now it's Nix.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Nix. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown, and their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Hall on a give up the middle. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the 3rd. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. Looking middle, and that's complete. Here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nix. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets taking over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. Here's a give to Hall. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 64 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Here's Dobbs to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Dobbs is throwing. Caught. It's Wilson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
2nd and 9.
To throw is Dobbs. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Dobbs. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 30.
The slot man in motion right. 2nd and 2. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 46-yard line.
In motion left goes Sutton.
They'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Nix from the shotgun. He'll get that out to the flat to White.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
They'll go play action with Nix.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first.
It's a turnover on down.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
93 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs.
And check down, complete to Hall.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. First down, New York.
A give running right is Hall. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's Hall again.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Now Dobbs.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. To throw, here's Nix. Here's White. They set up the screen.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Nix to the air. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Throwing Nix.
Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
This will be caught just inside the 10. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. This is caught.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Here's Nix. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
To throw is Nix. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there.
Touchdown, Broncos! Adam Troutman, a 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
There's a fake on the Jets sweep, and instead a give to Hall up the middle. And he will have a Jets 1st down, and that should just about do it.
And they will take a knee here. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want